Good afternoon, teacher. Today we are going to talk about when is a pandemic over and how fast a vaccine can be made by Lucy Wisha and me, Erika Santamaria.
Okay, before the start, I would like to mention that the pandemic was a difficult time for everyone around the world due to the isolation, fear, and economy. So, where the people have to adapt themselves to the new lifestyle, living with a lot of anxiety or depression. So, I think that is currently this pandemic had affected all the people in both the mental or in economic, emotional hurt for fear or of losing their jobs and acquiring this virus. Um, uh, I mean that currently we need to avoid getting infected. So we need to adapt a new lifestyles, like continuous use of the mask, antibacterial hair or alcohol, and we had used the social distance for now.
Yes, Lucy, I agree with you. Let me add something that what is pandemic. A pandemic is when a virus spreads fast around the world, and this is what happened with SARS-CoV-19. Where a world war had to paralyze all the activities, they changed totally their work life and the day to day. Let me ask a question for you. What do you think? When is a pandemic over?
Mm, okay, and according to the previous videos, is for example, at the beginning, maybe the all the governments, or the head governments try to avoid or try to reduce the spread of this virus to allow time for research sites or to produce a vaccine. In, in in addition, the idea was to avoid this virus from hosts everywhere through our quarantine, social distance, or travel restrictions, as I said you before. So,
Yes, Lucy. I think the most important thing to the pandemic is over to use a mask, alcohol, and social distance that you can mention. Also, it's important that they have never done. However, as the day go by, a time has passed when it almost returns to normally. Also, it's important to everyone is to have access to the vaccine. Okay, Lucy.
yes, of course, Erika. But okay, here we have the vaccine development. In that case, as I previewed before, there are three important phases that the scientifics use inside the lab. So the first one is the examine in the lab, a clinical testing, or in last the production. In the respect the first one, it's for example, the scientific after being examined in the laboratory, they go to clinical testing, where they try to create the vaccine safety or efficacy, and side effects are evaluated in different type of people, and the end they try to have the production for where the vaccines are distributing around the people of the world.
Yes, Lucy, I think this phase is the most important to create a vaccine. Also, where it's important to examine and detect how effect it can be applied, where a number of studies arise and necessary to do the different tests in order to apply it to humanity. Also, that you can mention the behind in the lab, clinical testing, and production.
Mm,
Okay, Lucy, and what are you think about the risks and benefits of finding the antidote for the COVID-19 pandemic?
okay. Okay, respecting the rights and benefits during the vaccine development for the pandemic, so this the we respect the most relevant that I would like to mention is that because the scientifics adapt to the influences vaccine to try the H1N1 and also the is the for create a new vaccine. Um, uh, it's about takes a long time. For example, the actually it takes from 15 to 20 years process of the research. It does the most important aspect in that part. So I don't know if you can add more idea.
Yes, Lucy, I think the most important thing that to finding the antidote is to according to the vaccine that we have now. I think that is the time is very short, but I think that is the most the fact that the people now it can be immunized and also the people that more vaccine the few wearers did there have been there are reduced the number of the people that are has to the COVID.
Mm, yes, yes. May I something, Erica? For example, I forgot I said in the last in the previous slide. For example, so in the first stage, the scientists also try to refer the intensity of the immune response and try to establish that the vaccine is safe and effective for the people. So, and also this all the during the phase second stage, it's they try to determine the right dosage uh, to all the population. So and also I remember that the the main the purpose in that for this develop basic develop is determines safety across the vaccine's primary use population while also identify secondary effects in the people. So I think that is it's a good it's a important information that we need to know about.
Okay, Lucy. However, it's having a good result, even though people didn't believe it, but it's evident that evident though people didn't believe it, but it's evident that more people are vaccinated. For that reason, the COVID-19 are reduced. For that reason, they come back to the normality is more easily to start a new life.
Yes, yes, it does. You have a right, you have a reason in that sense. And that's all. I don't know.
I just thank you so much for your ideas, and that's all for our presentation. Thank you so much.